content over everything.
100%, I'll give thanks for every one of you that come out here today, because none of you didn't have to. It's cold London, we're just getting out of the winter. It's good to see the family, everyone in the family. You understand? So before we even start, yeah, I want us to make a loud noise for ourselves for coming out. You understand? And to make the wicked man them tremble inside. You understand? So on three, on yo Danny, yo. Yo, on three, we're gonna make a loud noise, yeah? And we want them to hear it in Buckingham Palace. We want them to know that the gang is here. You understand? We want them to know that we're guiding. We're guiding. A new generation. Guiding. A new generation. Guiding. A new generation. Mad. You understand? Gang. So, G-Circle. 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 So that's powers. Today is a special day because, as we say, we're guiding a new generation. Yeah, you don't need to hear us as the oldest voices all the time. So today we got a young brother here today that's come to address his people, address us, and let us know what he thinks that we can do once we get organised in order to reach his generation, which I think is the most important thing right now. Because as my brother Danny and as my brother Raf is going to stress to you right now, they don't want to hear about no foolishness because the youths are killing each other right now. Right now, our youth are dying. And we can ignore it, but when you have your niece or your nephew, when you have your grandson, and when it comes to the time when you're too far removed to be able to have an impact on it, you understand? We don't want it to be too late, you understand? So that's why we're coming together now. So, if he's ready, you understand, and if I'm going right with the program, I'd say, no. Yo, I want everyone to make a noise that they got that's gonna make our little brother have hope. One minute, hope, yeah, that we got his back. You understand? Because as I was growing up, my family, one of the main things that made me go the wrong way is I didn't think there was anyone that had my back in anything positive. You understand? So that's one of the things, and we gotta make them tremble in our Buckingham Palace, because it's only around the corner as well, yeah? So on three, yeah? Let's make a loud noise. 1, 2, 3, make some noise!
All right, so I wanted to address something that I want to do. I have some ideas that I wish to create with all of you guys that will hopefully be able to help my generation. Now, this idea is, I want to create a bank account, right, for us, where every month you put a certain amount of money within that bank account. Now, what this will do is, if any people from my generation want to create or do something, like for example, want some money to fund in their talent, yeah, we can have their back on that. Because I wanted to fund a show, I wanted to fund an event, and I went to a funding company and they did not fund me. So I was thinking, wow, how can I do this? So I said, how about if our people fund ourselves? So what I want to do is, if we create this, that's when we can start creating a financial stability within our community.
Talk a bit louder, bro.
We can create a financial stability within our community. So yeah, what do you starting from here? What do you think about that? Yeah, you go around.
So basically, the brother's basically saying, yeah, that we've got a lot of youth coming up with talent, yeah, and obviously we know how the bank system deals with us already, the same way they deal with us in the job system. You understand? Say if you've got an African name and you send off your interview, you're less likely to get the job. You understand? It's the same thing for us in the schooling system. You know what I'm saying? I used to have a little white boy in my school called Matthew. Bad you get me? Never used to get in trouble for his badness. If I do the littlest thing, it's the biggest thing. You understand? They want to exclude me. They want to kick man out. They want to send man. To the IPC. You know what I'm saying? They want to send man to the referral units and them things there. You know what I'm saying? So Like, so another way that affects us is economically, yeah, which is a big thing. You get me? Because it's the banks getting the loans. So if we can't get the loans, you understand, to actually bring, understanding that a lot of other communities, if they haven't got inheritance, they've got a good family structure. Like the Asians, they might not get a loan, but they've got a good family structure where loads of family members can come together. Even Irish do the same thing. You understand? We don't necessarily have that in our community. So what our young brother's saying is that will be a good thing for us to move forward, or having our peripherals once we got a good foundation, which I think is a very good idea. You understand? So you know what I'm saying? 100%. So if anyone's got any more enlightenment, anything extra to say on the matter, you understand? On our economics, you understand? Anyone got any expertise on economics?
I don't even listen to Sky. I just listen to C.O.E. I don't listen to BBC.
So, okay, so when it comes to banking, me, I will provide the legal understanding of it. Banking, when it comes to banking, when it comes to finance, I'll provide the legal understanding. But obviously, I would need everyone to also get that understanding, you know, like how I'm going to provide it to you. So that's what I'm here for. Like I said, when you get to the point of legal things, I'm here. That's all. I'm here. I'm here for that. Yeah. So definitely, I'm with you, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. My ticket to finance.
Yeah, just go around and then, yeah.
This man here know me. He met me, was it 2000?
Yeah, well, I beg you step
Yes.
forward a bit closer to them.
Step forward up.
So more people can hear you, yeah.
This man here will vouch for me. 2000, I done my last bird. And I came out of jail and I thought, fuck it. What I can see happening in the future is too deep and too heinous for me to carry on the way I'm moving. So I want to be on the other side of the desk of these people that's been trying to engage with me all my life. And I used to just walk away from them because there was no empathy, right? So I went and got skilled up, went uni, which only stopped because my mum got sick. And my elders, because I'm the only one in my family born in England, the youngest born on Rolton Road, 103 Relton Road, right in the midst of it, right? Now my brothers, I don't even chat to you now. And I'm gonna reveal stuff that I can't come back from. But basically, for me to be here today, I had to dash away all the ignorance that was taught me by the previous generation, who were not born in England, who have not been to jail here.
Say that again, Uncle. Say that again.
I had to throw away everything they taught me about, especially power. Forget about money, forget about religion. I'm talking about power. The power to make people do things they would not have necessarily done without me using a blunt instrument to make them do it.
Like media.
So, a man named G.A.N.G came across him by accident. Younger man than me, because I'm in my 50s now. I'm getting old and tired.
Not yet.
No, but I ain't stopped warring yet. Don't think I put down my things, bro.
Gang! That's gang! Yeah?
But, no, I'm being real with you because it's not good talk for me to say this. But it's got so bad that even some youth think they can eat off my flesh, and it ain't gonna happen, my friend. No time of day, and I got children, I got grandchildren, and anytime I hear fuckery, the first thing I'm gonna do is find out, do I know the family? And you see if I can't deal with the family.
Because the people over there can hear as well. Enough people over there can't hear as well.
I only care about the youth then. I don't care about no adult my age. I don't care about no one in their 20s.
Come on.
If you don't know what time it is,
Trust me. Yeah.
so
They're working for the enemy.
this young man here, come here, young man. This young man here reminds me of a G.A.N.G.
Yeah.
So you got me, you got G.A.N.G, then you got this man. That connection needs to be remade.
Fire! G-Circle!
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 Hold on. And it can only be done institutionally. This means I got a red book. They can't dip me. And anywhere I go in this world where you find black people and I want to bring something, right? Anybody who try to eat without being invited, they're going to be in problems because we have to have our own security, our own discipline, and our own punishment. And you have to have the right people prepared to dish out the punishment, man, without crying about it afterwards. Yeah? So, we need to fund our own shit.
Yeah, say that again, man.
We need to fund our own shit.
All right.
And it needs to be legit.
Yeah.
It needs to be institutionally registered as a cooperative or foundation, never a charity.
Say that again.
I don't need no charitable status. I don't need no tax exemption. We make money, money ain't making us. And then we have to reinvest that into accredited intervention. That means when you come to me and I done train you up, the government have given me an accreditation. That means I can give that to you. You can leave with it and use it how you wish. Secondly, I'll give you an example. Only 7% of the UK population has solar panels, right? So we should be looking at that and saying, okay then, we should be training up certain youth to do electrical installation. Yeah, we should be training up certain young men to do electrical installation because they can go self-employed. Tender for those contracts or help homeowners get the grants, which is from £6,000 to £10,000, right? We should complete.
See what you're saying there, though, King, yeah? The government have a figure every year that they put back into the business thing, where they're investing into giving grants, not even loans, King, they're giving out grants, innit? And it ain't a government company who's going to give you the grant.
It's a private company.
It's a private company, usually run by other races that ain't black. So what they're doing, they're giving that money to their community, which is granted money from the government, from our grandmothers' taxes, rude boy. See, our grandfathers and grandmothers built up this fucking place. Them same taxes, they're giving it to these. Look, when I say Asian or I say another race, I say whatever, they give it to the Asian community because they only because...
Right now, you touched on a subject now that we need to address.
Only because they're smart.
We
They
need
know
to
how to
address
build it as a unit, you get me? So what they're doing, they're the ones who the government will give the money to, the business consultant company, and say, under these guidelines, you grant the money out at. Whether they meet that or not, that's up to them. We need man like him, for example, you get me?
Like
Talk
I
loud,
said,
though, talk loud.
yeah, no, definitely. I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Yeah.
Come to the center, please.
All right. So everyone can hear then, yeah. All right. Remember this, yeah. Like obviously they don't have all these books for no reason. Like when it comes to religion, everything they don't have that for no reason. So they're showing you that we have a descendant, like regardless of anything that anyone wanna think. We have family that goes back generation, blood. You can't name the numbers, and they come here, yeah, with all the inheritance already. So they built, like you say, the first institution were the churches. And these were the things that has our name. Even the monuments that we see in Egypt, these are names, these are all like inheritance. Like if you go to the museum, you can see us, like people are mad blind, like, for real. So obviously, that's what I'm saying. The first institution, obviously we set up the military, obviously it's all the churches. Like you can't get by that. Like that's why I say you have a lighthouse at sea, because what? Who control the lighthouse? For the ship to sail. You get me? It's the church, it's the land. That's why you have the board and them things there, yeah? That's why you have the committee and them things there, yeah? So that's what I'm saying. We have to, like I say, gain back to our roots, yeah? Which is obviously, like I say, as we know, children of Israel and those people, they're real people. Because, like I say, I went through every religion, fam. Because I didn't scare no religion. I went through every religion, yeah? I even went to the man them that speak... No joke, I'm telling you the real thing, innit? Like you don't want to hear it, yeah? Like, no, I'm just telling you what I went through here to tell you the whole answer, innit? Like I say, yeah? Real talk, yeah? No, it is economics, because obviously, if you have inheritance, you're going to know that it's yours, innit? That's why I talk about the finance. But if you want to, like I say, if you're talking about legal things, you're not going to understand it anyway. That's what I'm trying to say. If you go to the legislation.gov, you could see everything that's there. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. It shows you that's written down. When you're talking about legal things, yeah, it's all written down. What are you man talking about, man?
Right, similar to this young man here. Yeah. I went through all of that. Years ago, there's a man named Leroy Jackson. God bless him soul.
Let me get some order.
G.A.N.G! G.A.N.G!
Nah, I can't hear you.
G.A.N.G!
I can't hear you, man.
G.A.N.G!
Yeah, I hear you. Go.
Yeah. As for the religious thing, yeah. When I came out of jail 2000, I linked up with an old brethren of mine, Leroy Jackson. And I told him, boy Lee, I want to go and study theology. Because I want to use the Bible and box over people. Just like that, I said it, I tell you no lie. And he said to me, Milk, no bother with that. To how I know you grow, there's something else bugging you, you got to go. So anyway, I didn't do that. And I went to uni and studied theology, anthropology, ethnology, sociology, and psychology. Didn't finish though, my mum got sick. And this is why my elders, me and them fell out, because I spent about a year trying to find a care home for my mum. Thinking that I could juggle everything and still help her. But the family is dysfunctional, everything fell apart, so I had to give up everything just to care for her solely until she died, May 2014. After that, it took me a few years to get back in what I was doing because obviously I've got a criminal record. So for me to do the work I've been doing, I had to jump through hoops, enhanced checks, all that. And then, you know, my search for understanding led me to religion and all that, but then it boiled down to power. Everything boils down to power. And it's always institutional. Right? So,
Talk the truth and shame the devil.
when you talk about an institution, it has to embrace all people. I see many faces here. And it's obviously because something's resonating with them. Yeah? It got nothing to do with colour, it's got to do with your heart. Don't start shit yet prepared to finish. So only somebody with heart and has got a dogged determination to see things through to the end. Right? And that could be of any colour, any creed, it don't matter. But as minute you start diverting from our set agenda, you're out. You understand? An institution has a set agenda, it has a mission statement for the world to see. Anyone coming into the fold who want to change that is exposing themselves immediately. We get rid of them. And don't be scared. Yeah? So forget about the race thing. Forget about, we're not dealing with a religious institution here, we're dealing with a social movement. A social enterprise. And we're not looking no charity.
Say that again.
We're dealing with a social movement, a social enterprise that targets our young people. Not, you know what, furthermore, we've got elders to think about as well. Because I've come across a place in Stoke Newington one time where all the service users were black people, pensioned off, healthy pension. And there were rats as big as dogs running up and down in their building, bro. I couldn't believe it. So you see my point. Certain things we must be doing is from cradle to grave.
So where the race thing's concerned,
because I want to take it back to Glitch.
Yeah,
It's for the
because
youth that we're here.
it's for the youth then.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I said my piece.
back.
We need it all, but for the youth them, yeah?
So let me just quickly highlight on that race thing, yeah? Because obviously,
You brothers, sorry. Like, just take it around this side as well.
yeah. Alright, cool.
Use the circle.
Alright, so I just want to touch on that point. Because the elder made a good point about the race, you understand? Basically, we're a self-help group run for us and by us, you understand? And we don't expect anyone else to do the job that we have to do within our community. So it's run for us and by us, you understand? But yet it's still a thing where you can see all sorts of people, you understand, that can affiliate with the actual lifestyles like what Uncle was saying, maybe the poverty coming from the ends, you understand? And they're around the man them same way, you understand? And you know us already, it's a love thing. I don't deal with no bad mind thing, you understand? So where other people might show bad mind to other people, we're not like that, you understand? Everyone here is welcome to be here, you understand? So it's a oneness, give thanks for everyone coming out. But let's get back to agenda and let Glitch take the show, and then my man wants to say something after me. No. I'm before after you one.
It's come.
It was actually to do with you. Well, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Elliot. Everybody already knows who I am, but yeah, I'm Elliot, of course. I've been coming here for 40... Well, now you do. Well, I've been coming to this part for such a long time, seen other debates here, But right now, what I'm really liking is this good G-Circle. We're talking about issues that actually matter, especially to people that look like me. I got my brother here. What's your name, by the way? How old are you? 14. Believe me, I'm going to say something to you. I'm definitely with you. Why am I with you? Because I understand the importance of why we should be doing stuff like this. I come from a country called Angola. We have people from Portugal there. We have Lebanese. We have Indian, and they fund themselves. So we can't keep talking about the whole time. The police don't. You have to remember we have a system that's based for the majority to be poor and the minority to benefit. So when someone here is coming at 14 years old talking like this, I can't stress the importance of this.
All right.
Everyone should just be looking around. Everyone.
Guiding
A new generation. A new generation. A new generation.
When I see a brother like this, it makes me smile. The fact that I see someone here at 40, he shouldn't be thinking about just be playing football, linking girls, but nah, what's up our community out here? So I don't want to be in no more excuses about, it's always, they don't want to help us and that. This man's come here with a very good idea. He's come here and he's actually said we should all link up together and we should bring something to the table. But what do we do when we get this? I want to see us put this into good material, not just clothing lines. It's got to be schools, it's got to be knowledge of self. It's got... I may continue. It should be a stuff of knowledge of self.
Yeah.
You know, we should be, for example, I come from Angola, we talk about, you know, there's kingdoms, Ndongo, Kikongo, Bazakongo. We should be talking about stuff like this. Not all the time we're speaking about, you know, about our football teams or not about our cars. We should be putting our money into schools, talk about knowledge of self. I'm tired of speaking to people for... Sorry. What I'm saying is we should be talking about, we should have the knowledge of self. We should be talking about different stuff, where we come from, where we are. We should name our own countries, what they were called before, not Nigeria, not Congo. Because where I come from, Angola, we had 3 sectors, Bazakongo, Kikongo, Umbondo, Obibondo. Come on, we're not Portuguese. We're not Portuguese. What I'm saying is it's a knowledge of self. It's a knowledge of self. I'm getting tired of speaking to people of Caribbean origin. And when I say to them, are you African? They go, no, they're as dark as me. And they go, no, I'm Chinese and Jamaican, Chinese and Indian. Are you serious? Come on, who are you fooling? So what I'm saying is once you have a knowledge of self, nothing can stop us. Now I want to hear one thing. Gang, gang, gang.
Gang, gang, gang.
Gang, gang, gang.
Gang, gang, gang.
Nice one.
Yeah, we're gonna. I got a big up my little brother here because you know when you look at little brother and you look at my older brother, they favour each other. You understand? So it's like big brother's been through the thing already and he's coming out now to tell little brother louder. You understand? So, and he's not coming from a position of not knowing what I go on. You understand? That's why I have to say straight apologies for, you get me? You understand? More powers, you know what I'm saying? But like, so that's guiding a new generation. You understand? And the most best thing about Big Brother is Big Brother has that militancy. Because Big Brother's saying, look, who can't air must have a feel. And that's how we have to be talking right now, bad man and generals. You understand? Because if we allow the thing to overthrow, you understand, then what's going to happen is any one of us can be violated at any time. You understand? So the community definitely has to stay strong. I got to just say thanks to everyone that contributed to the food. Anyone that wants a little drink or wants a little something from the snacks, feel free. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I just want to hail up Raf, who's going to speak soon, yeah, and Danny, because we've got 2 brothers here. We've got a powerful story today. 2 brothers here, right now in this circle, that they should be fighting each other. You understand? They literally should be trying to kill each other right now because they've had deaths on both sides. You understand? So this is gang unite. So when they ask what the gang do, this is what the gang does, isn't it? We bring it together for the man to come together to guide a new generation.
I also wanted to say that just to add on to your point, that it's important that we fund our own stuff. It's really important that we do that because it smells the food. Yeah. No, it's calm. Yeah, it is important we fund our own stuff because also other people they take money from our community that we barely put together. My mum rents her home. And the money that she rents her home doesn't go back into her community. The money goes into somebody else's community. Now, what I'm saying is, my mum should be able to buy her home, or if she is renting her home, the money that she is help me out here. Yeah, the money that she is renting out to whoever it's going, it should go back into the community. I want to basically create something where, like how the Jewish community have their own community, like how whites have their community. I want to create our own community where we can be sustainable off of each other, of what we have. Because black people are really talented. You go into the hood, you find some serious talent. And I'm telling you for real, we're really talented. Everything you see around you, we created. So I'm telling you now, if we start learning that the enemy is not each other and it's actually the outside sources, that's when we can come together and start creating some real stuff. But next subject, it's what do you think? My question was, I want everyone to go around with this question as well, yeah, with an answer. What do you think you can offer towards my generation?
Can't take over everything from your man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to.
We'll start with.
What context?
In terms of anything. In terms of what do you think you can? What do you think you can? Yeah. In terms of anything.
Jobs or money?
Anything.
So boom, yeah. Like the little man saying, what can you do? I tell you could do. Don't be scared of the people that look like you. So you see when you're walking on the street and you see a group of young youths, say hello. But they're not used to that shit. And that shit there they remember. And from you say hello, you start to build a little connection with them, innit? Yeah?